There are 3 easy steps in creating your resume link. Let me show you how.
Step 1. Register. Go to www.jobs180.com using any browser and click Register Now. Fill out all the information needed. In choosing your resume link, use your full name so that it looks professional and it's easy to recall by potential employers. For example, Antonio Juan de la Cruz .jobs180.com. Step 2. Create and design. When creating your resume, make sure to complete your personal information and upload your profile picture. One of the highlights of the resume link is the portfolio section. In the portfolio section, you can show off your skills by uploading samples of your work like documents, pictures, videos, and your social media links.
Your resume link also features different themes and you can upload a cover photo. This is a combination of a cover letter and a social network cover photo. Here is an example. You can also download a copy of your resume link and print it. Step 3. Apply for a job. There are many ways to apply with your resume link.
First is browsing the job recommendations in your Jobs 180 dashboard.
If you're qualified, click Submit Resume Link. So what are you waiting for? Dress up your next generation resume, stand out brightly among the competitive job seekers in the market, and win the heart of your future employers using Resume Link.
Hi! Welcome to Manulife IT Delivery Centres Asia, or MIT-DC. This is also MIT-DC. This is a MIT-DC office. We'll get to meet each other either here or virtually. They are MIT-DC. And they're MIT-DC. They're MIT-DC. He's also MIT-DC. They like to pair program. You'll be working with them and with other people across Asia, Canada and North America as part of Manulife, a leading global financial services provider. Today, I'd like to introduce our high-performing team engagement framework. It is key to ensuring that MIT-DC is an enjoyable, rewarding and productive place to work. The framework is made up of 5 key elements. 1. A psychologically safe, accountable and productive environment, powered by Kaizen. 2. Management accountability, leaders listening and taking action on your feedback. 3. Shared values and a strategic understanding of our purpose in the company. 4. The employee needs hierarchy that ensures that you not only have what you need to do your work, but also recognition, a happy team dynamic, and individual growth. And finally, 5. Our engagement pulse check, or the Gallup survey, whose 36 questions ask, are our people leaders living up to their commitments? Let's go into each in a little more detail. A psychologically safe environment means that MIT-DC fosters an open workplace that encourages feedback. We express our ideas. We ask and give help. We act with integrity and learn from our mistakes. Kaizen is our methodology for this. Management accountability means that company leaders will listen, confirm, and action feedback at both an individual team and MIT-DC-wide level. Through Gallup, employee focus groups, town halls, retrospectives, and the daily performance dialogue. We're here to listen. We're here to act. It's important to have a strategic understanding of our purpose in the company. Our shared Manulife values were co-created with employees globally. Our values guide how we do our work. The employee needs hierarchy ensures that not only are basic needs met, but also individual recognition, a happy team dynamic, and personal growth opportunities. These are part of your needs that Manulife passionately works on with you every day. And lastly, we have the Engagement Pulse Check, or Gallup Poll, whose 36 questions are directly linked to our framework. And, as always, you can give us open feedback too. This allows us to improve and action at both an individual and collective team level. The format follows an agreement scale that goes from strongly agree to strongly disagree. The result is a measure of our engagement relative to other teams and the industry. So that's our high-performing team engagement framework in a nutshell. We're quite excited to hear from you. Until then, remember, we're getting better every day. Bye!
All right, so good morning, everybody. Ayan, so welcome to Jobs180.com's 2024 Marketing Me Live with the theme, Desisyon Ka? Dapat Lang, a guide on how to effectively plan for your future together with the Philippine Women's University. So today, we will be joined by speakers from Jobs180.com and CGI. So before we begin, let us have an opening prayer followed by the singing of the national anthem.
dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, buyat ka ng magiting. Sa manlulupig, di ka pasisiid. Sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit pupukaw. May dilagang tulat, awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kisap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagtiliglig. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di magdidinig. Lupa ng araw ng walhati pagsintabay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya dapat may mga ami ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
All right, so thank you, Tex. So again, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. So is everyone ready for today's event? So I hope you all are. Kasi last year pa dapat to. Ayan. So by the way, my name is Joyce Katakudan Kole. I am your host for today, and I am from jobs180.com, and we are live via Jobs 180 Facebook and Jobs 180 YouTube channel. So we hope that everybody is as excited as I am to learn new things today. Ayan. So to officially start today's session, let us all welcome Miss Christina Gracia Di Miron, MARPM RGC, the head of Guidance Counseling and Testing Office of Philippine Women's University, to give us the opening remarks.
Thank you so much, Miss Joyce. A pleasant morning to all of the people from Career Placement Office, CGI Philippines, and Jobs 180. It's a great pleasure to have this opportunity to collaborate with you. And I'd like to extend my warm welcome to all of our participants, our students from PWU and Jason's High School who are here with us today. The title of this webinar is really catchy, as if it's challenging us to be pala decision. But let me remind you, this means making careful and deliberate decisions, not the rushed or padalos-dalos. So some of you might find the idea of graduating from college or even senior high school dreadful, as you do not seem to know what's going to happen next. So maybe some of you might think, I'm still young and I want to enjoy life and I can decide on what I want to do later. Well, there's nothing wrong with that, and there's nothing wrong with just wanting to enjoy life. But I would like it wouldn't hurt, however, to at least find time to start, preparing about your future. And I'd like to relate this to the saying by Richard Cushing: "Always plan ahead. It wasn't raining when Noah built the ark." You don't need to wait until you graduate in college to start figuring out what you want in life. What career do you want to pursue? What options are available for you? What steps do you need to take? And what are the possible roadblocks to achieving it, or to achieving what you really want in the future? So, what can you do about it? And I'm sure that in this webinar, you may be able to get answers to these questions. And hopefully, through this webinar, you will learn more about the career decision making process, and you'll be able to take with you some tips and strategies on how to plan your future more effectively. So once again, welcome and enjoy the rest of the webinar. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Christina. Ayan, so thank you, ma'am, for gracing the event and for that very welcoming remark. Ayan, so maraming salamat po also for, of course, trusting Jobs 180 to power your events. Ayan. So also would like to acknowledge Grade 12 Rizzo, Teacher John Nulas, and Teacher Lorelisa Katwiran, Grade 12 Aquinas, Teacher Mark Carlosol, and Teacher Diana Gutierrez. And of course, our audience today, so if you could comment, pero I know you are gathered like in a room. So, pero kung kaya niyo pong mag-comment, ayan, so to our audience, so please comment your name, your year, and your course. And if you have questions later on, please type them in so we can answer them after the talk. So, the question and answer portion will happen after each speaker's presentation. So, if may tanong po kayo sa speaker about sa topic, ayan, so lagay niyo lang yan sa comment section. Ayan, so, or kung nahihiya kayo, pwede niyo pong i-ask sina Teacher Jan Nulas, Teacher Lisa, Teacher Mark, Carlo, and Teacher Diana na ilagay yung question sa comment section. Ayan. So, wag po kayong mahiyang magtanong. And of course, don't forget to tag and share this to your friends, especially those who are not yet here. So, mention them in the comment section kung kaya naman. Ayan. So, here's our schedule for today. So, we have two topics for today's session. First, We'll be discussing about job applications using ResumeLink, which will be discussed by jobs180.com. Next topic is a guide on how to effectively plan for your future, which will be discussed by CGI. So wow, we have great topics for today. And ayan, so I bet everyone is excited na and ready to listen to our speakers for today. So ayan, sige nga. Mag-heart react nga po tayo kung totoo ba yan. Kung ready na ba at excited ng makinig. And again, shout out to everyone who is already here, and for those classmates and schoolmates who are not yet here, tell them to come and watch our webinar, because you will surely be learning lots of things that you are going to need when you enter the world of work, kung hindi man agad. But please, ayan, so listen very carefully. And again, sabi nga ni Susan Roses, huwag mahihiyang magtanong. Ayan. Kapag may questions po kayo about sa topics, about sa webinar natin, ayan, lagay nyo lang po sa comment section. And this is your chance to ask before you face the world of work. Okay? So to our audience, sit back, relax, and let us all #learn together as I introduce our first speaker. So our first speaker will be discussing about job applications using ResumeLink. He has 20 years of experience in sales, marketing, business development, customer service, operations, business process, and human resources. As a trusted resource speaker, he has done over 1,000 plus career development seminars in more than 400 plus colleges and universities nationwide. So the managing director of jobs180.com, Mr. Kim Chua. Sir Kim, take it away.
Everyone. Good day to all of you. My name is Kim Chua. Don't forget the wa, baka Kim Chu lang maalala nyo. And I'm here to share to you about the most secure tool for job application. This is how you can market yourself more effectively and the different ways to do that. Okay, so let me start. Now, when you apply, you probably have a checklist if you're using the right tool. So just go along with me if you have the right, if you have the same checklist that I have. So ito yung mga things na like kong tinatandaan, no? Will my tool or will the thing that I'll be using help me to stand out? That's the first item that is very important for me. Kailangan mag-stand out ako kasi dami-dami kong kasabayan kalaban sa pag-apply. Another thing in my checklist is that, do I have more than one file? Because oftentimes I have a lot of files. May academic records, may mga government IDs, ang dami mga kailangan hingiin ng mga companies. So I'd like to put them all in one file. And this tool helps me to do that. Okay? Another thing that this tool can do is that it allows me to make the process more efficient. Mas napapabilis yung pag-apply, no? Hindi na napapatagal yung pabalik-balik. So, mas mabilis din syempre tayo maka-move forward. Di ba? And another thing that this tool can do is that wala tong bayad. Mukha lang akong salesman pero libre po ito. Okay? So, this tool is absolutely for free. The most important in my checklist is that this tool, okay, makes my information secured. And I think this is the most important question. Do you want your information to be secured? I hope your answer is yes. Okay? And so with that, let me show you ano tong tool na ito. This tool is called ResumeLink. ResumeLink, by definition, is the most secured tool for job application. Okay? This is a personalized URL. It is a link that anyone can open online anytime, provided that they know the link. So let me use an example. If you are John Santos, just in case lang, your name is John Santos, your resume link would look something like johnsantos.jobs180.com. Ganun lang kasimple. So how do you make one? Okay, how do you make one? Now, the first step is for you to register. This is absolutely for free. Wala itong bayad. Okay? So what do? You go to www.jobs180.com, and that is where you now register. Okay? As you register, you just simply fill out the information. These are the basic information. You have the account details, you have your personal information, you have your education background, and just in case you have your work experience, whether it's OJT or it's part-time job or whatever yung work experience na yan, then you proceed to that work experience page. Pero pag wala, hanggang dyan na lang tayo sa my education information. Okay? After doing so, you now start to create your resume link. So ano ba ang basihan ng resume link? Kadalasan, ang resume link natin, we base it on our name. We base it on our unique name. Okay, so as an example, if you're John Santos, then you say johnsantos.jobs180.com. Now, what about during scenarios where you create your resume link tapos may nauna sa inyo? May ibang John Santos, may kapangalan ka, no, nauna sa inyo. Ano mangyayari? Magkakaroon na red na box. Sasabihin niya, this name has already been taken. Na okay, malungkot pag taken na. Okay lang, maging creative lang kayo ng konti. Pwede mo balik na rin. Pwede mo sabihin Santos John. Okay, you can also say Santos J. O kaya J Santos. O kaya JS. Di ba? Or SJ. Depende sa link na gusto mo gawin. Basta importante, wala kang kapareho kahit kayo may kapangalan. Now, another thing I'd like to emphasize here, wag po kayong OA. Pag gumawa kayo ng ResumeLink, huwag mo gagawin tipong nakalagay, cutie pie, lover boy, Barbie doll, di ba? Because it doesn't sound professional. Imagine going to a company and the HR will ask you, do you have a resume? Tapos sasabihin mo sa kanya, meron po, ang resume ko ay eldiablo.jobs180.com. Di ba? Baka matakot yung HR sa inyo. So I don't recommend that you do something like that. Just stick to your name. Whatever your name is, it will sound professional. Okay? Now, in creating a resume link, you have to use a valid email. Emails like Yahoo, Gmail, Rocketmail, any email, basta nabubuksan nyo, wag na wag ka lang gagamit ng facebook.com na email. Okay? Do not use something like, example lang patrick@facebook.com na email. Do not use patricia@facebook.com na email. Okay? In short, do not use @facebook.com na email. Because if you use @facebook.com, you will no longer be able to receive notifications being sent to you by the companies as well as jobs180.com. Okay? So use something that you can open. Why is it important for you to open your email? Because you have to verify your account. Okay? Remember, pag nag-verify, yan ang ebidensya na ikaw nag-register talaga. Yan ang proof. Diba? And at the same time, if you verify your account, then you'll be receiving notifications from the companies as well as Jobs on 80. If you do not verify your account, hindi nyo na po marireceive yung mga notification ng mga companies. So, sayang naman. Diba? Might as well verify your account first. Okay? Now, you're done with the first step. After you verify. So, ano na ang second step? Ang second step is the most logical of all the steps. You have to complete all the information. Very logical. Sino sa inyo mag-apply sa mga kumpanya, bungi-bungi detalye? Sino sa inyo magbibigay ng resume sa mga HR tapos kulang-kulang details nyo? I don't think you'll do that because you're just wasting your time. Instead, kumpletuhin yung information nyo bago kayo mag-submit dun sa mga companies. Okay? So, step 2, complete the information. And how do you do that? Punta kayo ulit dun sa website, www.jobs180.com, and this time, you don't need to register again kasi may account ka na eh. What you need to do is you have to log in. Okay? Now, as you log in, you start to put your registered email or your resume link and then your password. Na ikaw lang may alam. Okay? Ganun lang siya kasimple. Now, once you're inside your account, you start to fill in the blanks. Ganun lang kasimple. Fill in the blanks. So, the things that you see here, yung mga contents, napakasimple lang. Yung mga personal details nyo, lagay mo dyan. Diba? All the information that's tingin nyo relevant, you put it there. Now, I have some emphasis lang on items na madalas nami-miss out ito ng mga aplikante. Ano yung mga yon? Sa contact information, you have to put here all the possible ways na pwede kang makontak ng isang HR. Kagaya ng social media handles nyo. Ba't ko nasabi yan? Because in reality is, pag tinatawagan kayo ng mga HR, madalas hindi naman ina-answer eh. Lalo na pag hindi nyo kilala, pag nag-ring yung phone nyo, hala, sino kaya ito? Di ba, hindi mo kilala. Ano gagawin? Hahayaan mo na lang. Di ba? Antayin mo kung may mag-message sa inyo. Eh, paano kung yung HR hindi naman masipag hindi masipag mag-message? Masipag lang siya magtawag. That's why I recommend you put here all the possible means na pwede ka makontak. Kagaya ng social media nyo. Put your Facebook there, yung mga messenger nyo, mga Twitter nyo, iba pang mga paraan, social media handles para mabilis kayo ma-reach out. Diba? Message na lang. Are you available Thursday, 10 a.m., so on and so forth. You get what I'm saying? Diba? So lahat ng paraan, lagay mo dyan. What else do you put here? You also put here yung inyong mga work options. Sa work options naman, you just choose lang, parang yes or no lang yan, parang switch, no? Kung ano yung mga options na gusto ninyo. No, willing to work night shift, willing to relocate, looking for OJT, you can also put it here. Okay? And then in terms of education, obvious naman, yung alma mater nyo, lagay nyo dito. Diba? Yung mga pampakapal ng resume, sa seminars attended, kahit magkopyahan pa kayo ng mga classmates mo, okay lang. Basta lang make sure, alam nyo na pag-usapan doon sa seminar na yon. Pagdating sa certification, ganun din yan. Walang limit sa space yan. Achievements, recommend ko dito is you don't only put yung mga achievement nyo inside the school. Okay? Kasi hindi naman lahat tayo academically inclined. Some of us are not very active sa school, pero active tayo sa mga social civic organization. Diba? So, even if it's outside of the school, you can also put it there. As long as you think it is an achievement, you put it there. Okay? Now, in terms of skills and languages, isa-isahin ko lang yan ha. Sa skills, do not limit your skills dyan lang sa course nyo. Hindi porkat education ng course mo, ang ibig sabihin, ang skills na alam mo lang ay magturo. Hindi porkat accounting ang course mo, ang alam mo lang gawin or ang skills mo ay mag-debit, credit at mag-balance sheet. Diba? So, marami kang alam na iba pa mga skills na kahit walang connect sa course, you can also put it here. Sample, photography, diba? Videography, diba? And all the other things, calligraphy, pwede mo ilagay dyan. Okay? When it comes to languages, I'm sure alam nyo, 2 lengguwahe na. At the minimum, you know English and you know Filipino. If you know local dialect, to be specific, lagi mo Tagalog, Chabacano, Bisaya, Kapampangan, 'di ba? Ilonggo, wala naman limit sa space eh. 'Di ba? If you know foreign languages, put it there. Chinese, Japanese, French, Vietnamese, kung ano man 'yan, ilagay nyo. Because what you're doing is you're trying to market yourself more effectively to the prospective company. Now, when it comes to references, sigurado naman ako yung mga references nyo, kilala nyo. Ang tanong lang dyan, kayo ba kilala nila? Kasi madalas pag tinatawagan namin yung mga references nyo, hindi kayo maalala. Yung pinakamalupit dyan, hindi talaga kayo kilala. Okay, so please advise yung mga references nyo na ginawa nyo silang reference para at least they know what to tell about you. Okay? Now, at this point, I'd like to highlight yung mga things that you don't find in a traditional resume. Ano yung mga yan? Diba? Ito yung mga yun. Let me start with the portfolio section. The portfolio section is where you now upload evidence of your skills. And I think with this day and age, dito pumapasok yung efficiency ng ating application sa mga companies. Because oftentimes, when we apply to companies, marami mga hinihingi, mga pre-employment requirements. They will ask for mga documents, mga proof that is showing na yun talaga yung mga skills nyo. So, kung ano man meron yung mga documents, you can now take a picture, you can scan them, and you can upload it here. Example, government IDs. Diba? Meron ka mga transcripts, academic records. Diba? You can put that there. Okay? Kung meron mga medical clearance na kailangan, ganun din. Hindi na kailangan magpabalik-balik sa company. Oh, ayos ba? Oh, eto pa. Diba? But wait, there's more. Ito na yun. Etong isa pang gusto ko i-recommend sa inyo, yung tinatawag natin selfie video. Nowadays, I think, it is not very difficult to create a selfie video. Diba? Ito may TikTok nga kayo eh. Diba? Alam mo naman paano gumawa ng selfie video. So I don't need to teach you how to create a selfie video. What I need to share to you na lang is yung anong kailangan sabihin pagka gumawa ka ng selfie video. Okay, this time, what I recommend is you say something interesting about yourself. Okay? So, you pretend that you're being interviewed by the HR. Diba? Ano yung mga tinatanong sa atin? Why should we hire you? Diba? Tell me something about yourself. Why should we consider you among all the other applicants? O, di ba? Ang kagandahan ngayon is you create that video for about 1 minute or less. Hindi kailangan sobrang haba, no? Mga 1 minute lang or less. Pero ang maganda rito is na-evaluate na nung HR yung inyong communication skills. If you can speak in English, then I recommend you speak in straight English. But if you cannot, it's okay as long as you're able to show your personality. You can also showcase here yung mga hard skills nyo. Ano yung mga hard skills? Kagaya ng mga video na panood ko dati, pinakita nila how to use a soldering iron, how to properly handle a welding machine, diba? How to fold table napkins. O, ganun, diba? So, depende ko ano yung mga skills na alam mo at depende ko ano yung nasa field mo rin, diba? Na napag-aralan, diba? So, gusto mo magpakita ka paano mag-balance sheet, pwede rin. O, diba? Again, it really depends on what you wanted to show dun sa HR. Ang point is, you don't need to travel back and forth para lang ipakita on the spot dun sa HR yung inyong hard skills. And, most importantly, hindi na kailangan magkaroon ng maraming aberya, maraming storbo. Diba? Sometimes, when we try to contact you for the phone interview, maingay yung background, hindi marinig. Diba? Mahina signal, maingay, ano nangyari, nasa biyahe, diba? Or sometimes hindi magtugma yung schedule. At least with that selfie video, it makes the process now more efficient. Now, another good thing pa with the ResumeLink is that you also upload here your profile picture. When it comes to profile picture, you don't need to go to the studio para magpa-picture. Huwag ka na gumastos. Ang importante lang dyan, tumingin ka sa camera, okay, with plain background, at of course, magbihis ka naman ng maayos, diba? And then, you're good to go. Huwag mo gagawin yung mga nasa right side ng screen niyo. Those samples that I'm showing you, it doesn't look professional. Imagine, di ba, yung mga selfie, mga nilagay ng avatar, yan, huwag nyo gawin yan. Okay? Huwag nyo gawin yan. It doesn't look nice, doesn't look professional. Okay? Now, another good thing pa with the ResumeLink is that meron tayong tinatawag na cover photo. Ayan, pasintabi sa matatamaan. May iba sa inyo nakikinig ngayon, hindi naman kayo gifted with writing skills. Some of us are having a difficult time expressing our thoughts and feelings into words. So ano pwede mo gawin? You can now use those pictures to represent your personality or to showcase yung inyong skills. Example, look at the one on the left, yung nasa baba. Ano kaya siya? Sabi ni iba, sir, ophthalmologist, optometrist, or eye expert. Yung nasa kanan, yung nasa taas, ano kaya siya? Sabi ni iba, sir, para siyang admin or clerical work. Or maybe makalat kasi tingnan mo yung lamesa ang kalat-kalat. O, di ba? Again, it depends on the interpretation of the person looking at it. This is an example of someone into HR or maybe into psychology. And this one is an example, it's a very good example by the way, of someone who wanted to say that there is no shortcut to success. Hindi po yan miyembro na Akit Bahay Gang. Okay? Ang gusto niya sabihin, you will be able to reach yung goal mo by taking one step at a time. Oh, di ba? You get what I'm saying now. So I'm showing you good examples para you can draw inspiration from. And I will also show you not so good examples. Ito yung wag niyong gagayahin. Huwag kayong magpapaka-misteryoso. Okay? Maglagay ka ng picture mo dyan. Lalaki man, babae, in between, okay lang. Ilagay mo dyan, member man tayo ng LGBTQ+, okay lang. You put it there. At least alam ng HR who to expect. A lot of times, yung mga pangalan kasi very interchangeable nowadays. Ako mismo, guilty ako dyan. My name is Kim. A lot of people think, babae ako. Di ba? Pag iba nababasa ko mga resume, ano nakalagay sa resume nila? Chris. Nakalagay George, Alex, Sam, Nick. O, diba? Joey. I would assume lalaki. Yung pala, babae. O, diba? So that's why you better make sure you put your picture there. And wag naman pugot yung ulo nyo pag nilagay ng picture. Dapat kumpleto. Okay? Never leave this blank because if you leave this blank, it will not catch the HR's attention. Trust me. Kung ikaw ang HR, wala ka namang ibang makita dyan, malamang mangyayari dito, next applicant na. Okay? And then if you want to catch the HR's attention, do not create something like this. This is just my opinion. I don't think this looks professional kasi ang dating parang tamad, parang happy-go-lucky, no? Parang chill-chill, walang pakialam sa buhay. Again, that is just my interpretation. Okay? So I showed you the good and not so good examples para you'll be guided. Now, you can just play along later on kung anong sa tingin nyo mas bagay sa inyong background or sa inyong sa gusto niyo ipakita sa personality niyo. Okay? Now, let's examine a very good example. Look at this person, itong iExpert. Bakit maganda itong example ng kanyang resume link? Because all the information you're seeing here, kompleto na. 'Di ba? Hindi ka na magpabalik-balik eh. Kung ikaw yung HR, everything that you need to ask or you want to know about the applicant, you already find it here. If you're the applicant, you might as well put everything there para wag mo na antayin pa yung time na hihingiin pa sa'yo ng HR yung mga documents yan. Baka hindi na mangyari yun. Baka may ibang aplikante na mas assertive, nilagay lahat ng mga information na i-process na siya kaagad. Diba? Now, at this point, I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, Sir, okay nga tong resume link. Kaso lang, baka naman yung information ko nakakalat na sa buong mundo. Baka naman nakalantad na sa buong internet. Ang sagot ay, hindi. Kaya nga tinawag na the most secure tool for your job application. Diba? Bakit? Because you control your privacy settings. Ikaw mismo, as an account user or as a resume link owner, ikaw ang may control ng privacy settings mo. And how will that happen? When you log into your dashboard, as you can see in my screen, when you log into your dashboard, you will find the resume link settings. Pagpunta mo sa settings, mapuntahan mo yung privacy settings at dun ka mamili ngayon ng information you want to show or hide in public. So let me use an example. If you don't want to show your birthday, what do? You turn it off. You don't want to show your references, you turn it off. You don't want to show your address, what do? Turn it off. Diba? So yung mga information na in-off mo, hindi lalabas sa public. Now, if ever lang you decide to change your mind, ang maganda dito sa resume link, updated yan, real time. As in real time. So 5 minutes later, you want to show your birthday, turn it on. What happens? Lahat ng mayroong alam ng resume link mo, alam na niya yung birthday mo. Diba? If 2 days later, you want to show your address, you turn it on, you save your profile, lahat ng may alam ng resume link mo, alam na rin yung inyong address. You get what I'm saying? Diba? So, depende na sa inyo kung ano gusto mo yung on or off. If you want to turn off everything, then okay lang. You can just turn off the button. Enable public resume link, off. Wala nang lalabas sa public. Kahit na anong information. Okay? So, yan ang re-remind ko sa inyo. This, the second step is for you to complete the information. And in doing so, please make sure that your profile is interesting, diba? Yung information mo kompleto at updated ang details nyo para mabilis kayo makontak ng mga HR. Now, we go to the last step. Pangatlo na, last step na to. The last step is for you to submit. Now, how will you submit your resume link to those companies? You might be thinking you want to explore opportunities outside of the Philippines. Maybe you want to join some job fairs later on. You want to apply online. You want to, marami, walk-ins, diba? Depende kung ano kasi bumabalik na yung face-to-face ngayon. So, lahat ng mga ipapakita ko sa inyo, lahat ito, practical application. Lahat yan, makaka-relate kayo. Ano yung first one? The first one is you go online. Of course. Diba? Yun ang fastest way. You just connect via your phone, via kung ano man gadget mo, go to jobs180.com, search for companies. And by the way, speaking of search, you can only search for company, tatlo lang pwede mo i-search ha. Search for company name, position title, and location. Doon sa search bar, hindi mo pwede ma-search ang resume link. So example lang, ikaw si John Santos, okay? O kaya ikaw si, ako na lang, Kim, halimbawa lang, subukan mo pumunta sa jobs180.com, doon sa search bar, type mo doon Kim. Tingnan mo kung may lumabas. Malamang sa malamang, walang lalabas. Unless may company name, position title, or location na may word na Kim. Other than that, walang lalabas dyan. Kasi hindi siya searchable. So, the only time a company would be able to know your information is if and when you give your exact resume link to that company. So, ikaw may control. Ayos? So, tuloy natin. Okay, tuloy natin. So, if you're going to search for companies, what do? Just go to the website of jobs180.com, search for companies. Kung may lumabas, edi meron. Pag walang lumabas, edi wala. Diba? Ganun lang yan. Huwag natin pilitin magkaroon ng something kung wala talaga. Diba? Okay, so ano gagawin? Tingnan mo yung mga companies. Kung meron kang type, edi gawin nyo, check nyo yung opportunities. After that, you now submit your information to that company. Okay? When you submit your information to the company, it will ask for your profile, for your resume link and password. So ikaw lang magbibigay ng consent dun sa company. Okay? Now, another option is for you to send resumes via email. Now, there's nothing wrong in sending resumes through email. Ang tanong dito is, how are you sending your resumes through email? Do you do it like this? Do you say, "Dear HR manager, I'd like to apply for the following position. This is my resume." Tapos mag-attach ka ng Word file, PDF file, or whatever file you have. If you're doing those attachments pa, ang tawag dyan, traditional, pampabagal, makaluma. Hindi ko sinabing mali. Ang sabi ko lang, traditional, pampabagal, makaluma. Bakit? Hindi mo kailangan mag-attach anything anymore. If you're going to write an email and send your resume, just simply type your resume link there. "Dear HR manager, I would like to apply for the following position. This is my resume. In this example, Antonio Juan de la Cruz, @jobs180.com. Send. Tapos na. Ganun lang kabilis. Diba? Whatever changes you need to do, you put it inside your resume link. You don't have to keep on sending another attachment. Paano kung imagine mo na lang, nag-attach ka ng Word file. Diba? Ng PDF file. Tapos nagpalit ka ng address, nagpalit ka ng phone number. Ano gagawin mo? Email mo na may HR. "Dear HR manager, I'm sending you my updated resume." Ganun ba? Paano kung 2 months later, lumipat ka ng bahay, iba na address mo, send ka ulit ng bagong resume? "Dear HR manager, I'm sending you my updated, most recent resume." I don't think you'll do that. Kasi kung ganun ang ginagawa mo, sayang sa oras yan, nakapagod sa part mo, lalong-lalo naman sa part ng HR, mas nakakapagod to keep track kung saan dyan yung pinaka-updated na attachment or pinaka-updated na resume ng aplikante. And this time around, if you have your resume link, all you need to do is just update your resume link at lahat na may alam ng resume link mo, makikita nila yung pinaka-real-time update ng profile or information. Ayos ba? Ayos ba? Sige, another one. For those who wanted to use a hard copy, gusto mo talaga may hard copy ka, when you apply to those companies, you want to give something, then this is also possible. What do? You go to your dashboard inside your job seeker account, then you can print your resume link. Mamili ka lang, 1 column or 2 column version. Either way, the system will try to compress everything into 1 page. O di ba? Maginhawa sa buhay. So kung gusto mo talaga mag-apply sa mga kumpanya, hindi mo na kailangan mag-prepare ng maraming mga pages. Minsan, di ba, yung mga aplikante, mga 2-3 pages ang isang set ng resume. Palibasa, yung font size 45. Kaya umaabot ng 2-3 pages. O di ba? Pero this time, the system will try to compress everything na into 1 page. Just in case you really want to have a hard copy. O di ba? Tipid. Okay? Another thing pa for me to encourage you to do is you use resume link cards. Resume link cards. Ano tong resume link card? Kung sa mga nagtatrabaho na, ang tawag namin business card. Sa mga nag-a-apply, tawag dyan, resume link card. So in one piece of paper, whether short bond or long bond paper, you can now design it your own way. You can design it, depende kung ano ang gusto mo, pagiging creativity mo. Ikaw bahala. You can make 10, 20 sets of cards. Depende sa laki o liit. Diba? Kasi laki ng index card or kasi liit lang ng mga normal business cards natin. Diba? So, depende. So, maybe in one long bond paper, you can make 10, 20 sets of cards na. And so, after you have it printed out, pwede ka na ngayon maggupit-gupit. Gupit-gupit na lang. Diba? 10 or 20, bawat kumpanya, you can now start to give that as a hard copy. Hard copy pa rin naman yan eh. But this time, why am I encouraging you to use resume link cards instead of the traditional long bond or short bond paper? Bakit? Una-una, tipid. Diba? Because of course, right now, eto, tipid. Kasi if you're going to apply to 20 companies, you don't need to print 20 sets of long bond papers. You just need to print one long bond paper and cut 20 small pieces of resume link cards. O, diba? That's for the cost side. Tipid na. Pangalawa, at mas importante, security of information. Diba? You want to have peace of mind. Paano ko nasabi yan? Kapag ikaw yung nagbigay sa isang kumpanya ng long bond paper or short bond paper, example lang, no? It's a traditional resume. And for some reason, nilipad ng hangin. Okay? Nilipad ng hangin. Hindi mo kasalanan. Kasalanan ng hangin eh. Diba? May nakapulot na stranger. All your information, alam na nung stranger. Tama? And you cannot deny it because you know what I'm saying is true. Diba? Hindi mo kilala pero alam niya yung buong details mo. Now, using your resume link card, same scenario. Nagbigay ka ng resume link card sa company, nilipad ng hangin ngayon. May na stranger na nakapulot, okay lang. Bakit? Kampante ka. Kasi yung resume link, ikaw may control ng privacy settings mo. That's why, in your resume link card, what I recommend, you just simply put your name and your resume link. Dalawa lang. That's it. If you want to put your mobile number, it's okay. It's up to you. You can put it there. Diba? Pero ang point ko is, resume link, pwede na siya makita ng mga HR or mga companies na bibigyan mo. Diba? So you have peace of mind now. Okay? So there's a lot of advantages using resume links. In fact, doon pa lang sa privacy portion, panalong-panalo ka na. Ikaw ang may control ng privacy settings mo real time. Pagdating sa speed of hire, it becomes faster and more efficient because whatever you want to show the HR, you just attach it there. Whatever the HR needs from you, they just ask from you. Diba? You take a picture, you scan them, upload it there, and later on, pag okay na, you now turn off yung privacy settings mo. Diba? Or you can remove them in the attachments. Diba? Cost efficient, definitely wala tong gastos, tipid. Diba? If you're thinking, ay sir, paano po yung internet, kailangan ng pang-load? Pwede ka maging resourceful. Connect lang tayo sa mga libreng wifi. O diba? And then pagdating sa flexibility, if you really want to have it printed out, yung inyong resume, you also have the option to print it out. That's like how I showed it to you, 1 column or 2 column version. Either way, it's really up to you. Pero ang point ko is, resume link na lahat yan. Okay? And you can use this to any platform, whatever platform you want to share it to. You want to share it sa mga messenger nyo, you want to share it sa email, sa Viber, sa text, di ba? Gusto mo, kaya ko bahala. Di ba? Gusto mo, sulat mo sa papel, tapos gawa ka ng airplane, palipad mo, di ba? May nakakuha, alam niya yung resume link mo. Ikaw bahala. Okay? Ikaw may control kung sino ang gusto mo bigyan. Okay? You don't have to use your USBs anymore. You don't have to save it sa hard drive. Baka mawala pa yung USB nyo. Delikado. Diba? Wag na. Baka kung ano pa makita ng mga nakakapulot ng mga USB na yan. Okay? So you don't need to worry about compatibility as well because this is compatible to any platform. If you're using Android, you're using Safari, kung ano magamit mo, pwede yan sa kahit anumang version. Okay? And so, just to promote lang, if you want to be part of our team, we're also hiring. Mismo sa jobs180.com, we're hiring for several opportunities, several vacancies yan. Check out na lang yung aming jobs180.com/jobs180 na page. Okay? And by the grace of God, shout out lang ako, right now we have more than 400 plus colleges and university partners nationwide. From north all the way to the south of the Philippines. Thank you, Lord. O diba? Ang kinalat namin, hindi lang virus. Biro lang. Kinalat namin resume link. Yan ang kinalat natin. So, a lot of schools now, including your alma mater, are now using the resume link. So, I hope it doesn't stop here. No? You become a blessing to others as well. If you have friends, you have yung mga relatives mo na sa tingin mo kailangan nitong tool na ito, you can share it to them. Wala namang bayad eh. Libre naman yan. Okay? And so, as we close this portion, I'd like to discuss some of the frequently asked questions. Baka ito yung mga agam nyo or ito yung mga questions na gusto nyo tanungin. Sagutin ko na muna. Okay? Unang tanong, can I give my resume links to companies who do not know about jobs180.com? The answer is absolutely yes. Basta alam nila eksaktong link mo at ikaw may control sino bibigyan mo nun. Ikaw lang ang magbibigay, diba? So ikaw lang may alam sino binigyan mo. Okay? Now, second question, is it the same as other job platform kagaya ng JobStreet, LinkedIn, or any other job site? The answer is no. May dalawang pagkakaiba. And let me use an example here. Let me do a shout out to JobStreet, no? Because I think you guys know what JobStreet is. So, shout out lang to them sa mga nasa JobStreet. If you're using JobStreet na resume, you can only apply to companies who are using JobStreet. If you're applying to a company who is not using JobStreet, you cannot use your JobStreet resume anymore. Pero pag gamit mo yung resume link mo, pwede mo yung gamitin kahit na saan, kahit na kanino, kahit na anong platform. Diba? Basta alam ng HR yung eksaktong link mo at ikaw magbibigay nun. That's the first difference. Second difference, if you have already submitted your JobStreet resume to an HR, you cannot change anything anymore. Well, you can on your end, but it will not be reflected on the HR. Hindi siya magiging real-time update. Comparing it to resume link ni Jobs180, you can update it real-time. 2 days later, 5 minutes later, 6 weeks later, ikaw bahala, anytime nag-update ka ng information, lahat na in-update mo, dagdag bawas, will be reflected real-time across all na may alam ng resume link mo. Okay? So those are the two major differences. Now, pagdating sa pangatlong question, yan ang pinaka-simpleng tanong. Can I keep my information secured? I hope by this time na-convince ko na kayo na ito na ang pinaka-secured na job application platform. Okay? So, use your resume link. Number 4 question, I think is the most important question. How often should you update your resume link? The answer is every time. Every time na meron kang babaguhin. Okay? Every time na meron kang babaguhin. Lalong-lalo na yung contact details mo. Kasi imagine, binago mo lahat. Binago mo yung work experience mo, nagkaroon ka ng awards, nagkaroon ng achievement, hindi ka naman makontak ng HR. Wala rin, di ba? Sayang din. That's why you have to update yung contact details niyo. Okay? And the last question is just a trivia. Trivia lang, palaisipan. Why is this called jobs180.com? This is called jobs180.com because we want to turn your life around. 180 degrees. And in case you're wondering, no, you wanted to raise a concern, bakit hindi po 360? Kasi pag 360 degrees, you only go back to where you started. Ikot ka lang na ikot, wala kang pupuntahan. 'Di ba? Bumabalik ka lang kung saan ka galing. Oh, ha? Oh, 'di ba? Char lang 'yan. Okay? So, anyways, again, kung meron pa kayo ibang questions, just in case you have questions, okay, you may send those questions here through our website, www.jobs180.com. You can also email us or email me here sa info@jobs180.com. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, pati na rin sa TikTok. Okay, so check us out on all our social media platform. Okay? Again, my name is Kim Chua. Don't forget the wa. Okay? Isang magandang araw po sa inyo lahat. Thank you.
All right. So thank you so much, Sir Kim, for discussing about ResumeLink. Ayan. So to our audience, we are now opening the floor for questions. So if you have questions regarding the topic or kay Sir Kim mismo may question kayo, ayan, may gusto kayong linawin, may gusto kayong i-clear about creating resumes online. So please feel free to post your questions in the comment section. Huwag po kayong mahiyang magtanong or kung nahihiya man, ayan, so we can ask our grade 12 teachers po. Ayan, na ilagay ang inyong question sa comment section. Ayan, so habang naghihintay tayo ng tanong, Sir Kim, from PWU, so ako na po munang maunang magtanong para at least may idea yung mga bata or hindi sila mahiya na mag-ask ng question. Ayan, so para sa aking first question, Sir Kim, ayan, so for first-time job seekers, ayan, or first-time mag-create ng resumes online or kahit hindi online, paano ko po magiging or paano po mag-stand out yung aking resume and how can I reflect like my personal brand? So are there any unique elements or accomplishments I must highlight po sa aking resume?
I think paano mag-stand out is that unang-una you have to be true to the information. Yan yung una-una. Kasi as much as you want to stand out, yung iba ginagawa, they falsify their details. So you don't do that. No, wag kayong mag-iimbento. You stick to your to the facts basically. Kung ano meron ka, yun lang ilagay natin. Now, in trying to make sure na mas mag-stand out ka is you try to highlight the things that you're good at, yung mga skills mo. Kumbaga kahit nakapikit ka, kaya mo gawin. Ito yung mga things na dapat mo i-position. Another thing that you want to look into is yung ina-apply mong position or company para ma-align mo kung anong meron ka doon sa pinapasukan mo. 'Di ba? Kasi kahit naman you're very good, example with something and you're applying for a company or position na hindi naman yun yung kailangan, it's a plus for you to have that, pero hindi ka magsa-stand out in that scenario, 'di ba? Because hindi naman yan yung skills mo, yung hinahanap nila. So it's also important that you do your research para you don't waste your time just keeping on submitting submit sa mga companies. Yun, I hope na answer ko yung tanong. Yeah, basically ganun siya. Yan yung importante doon.
Thank you, Sir Kim. Follow-up question, Sir Kim. How or paano, sir, if nilagay ko lahat ng accomplishments, skills na hindi related doon sa position na hinahanap ko, pero since may option si Jobs 180 to hide yung mga information na yun, pwede po ba?
Pwede. Yan yung maganda dyan ngayon sa ResumeLink because since you can control your privacy setting, you can now choose the information lang that you want to show doon sa public. So yan advantage of having that, diba? So yes, you put everything there. Lagay mo lahat kahit walang connect sa course. Lagay mo lahat, no? Pero i-position mo lang ano yung sa tingin mo ang gusto mo makita rin nung sinasubmitan mo ng ResumeLink mo.
Ayan. So, thank you, Sir Kim. Parang sa social media account, diba? Pag married ka, tapos ayaw mo makitang married ka, i-hide mo yung information na married ka. Ayan. Pero pag nag-browse ka sa details nung Facebook user, makikita mo, nakasal naman pala yung tao. Ayun. So, depende
at saka pagdating naman sa information, hindi naman porkat hinide mo means hindi mo din-disclose eh. Magkaiba yun. Diba? Like example, address. You don't want to show your address for privacy or for security purposes. You can hide it. Your birthday because you don't want them to greet you. Halimbawa, no, for your during your birthday. So you hide your birthday. But it doesn't mean that you're not hiding it doesn't mean you're not disclosing it. So pag nagtanong sila sa'yo, later on, where do you live sa interview, of course, you have to tell them where your location is, your address is. Diba? Yan yun. So I think, yeah, tama. Ganun po ang gagawin natin.
Thank you, Sir Kim. So another question, Sir Kim, is ano po yung mga privacy concerns that I should consider when sharing my resume online?
I think the most important is that you have to have your contact details there. Itago mo na lahat, wag lang yung contact details. Kasi paano kanila kukontakin? 'Di ba? You don't want the address, fine. I understand, no? HR will understand. You don't want to put example your references kasi at this point there's no use inputting or showing up your references hindi ka pa nga napaprocess. Example lang or you don't want to show certain information at this point because of wala pa naman pre-employment requirements, 'di ba? Kasi nag-a-apply ka pa lang. So you can decide to hide it muna no sa pag-disclose sa pagtago ng information. Pero definitely sa privacy setting nyo, yung contact details hindi yun pwede naka-hide. Otherwise, paano ka kukontakin, 'di ba? O yun, isipin mo lang if you're the HR, how will they contact you? So basically yan yung pinaka sagot diyan.
Alright, thank you, Sir Kim. So, kanina, sir, isa sa FAQs, frequently asked questions natin na the user or the job seeker can apply kahit hindi kilala sa Jobs 180 or partner sa Jobs 180. So, paano po nila ipaprocess yung application? Can they open my resume anytime?
Yes, as long as they know your exact link. Yan yung key diyan. Yan yung key. They have to know your exact link. And the link should be coming from you as an applicant. You have to give it to them. You give it to them either through email, you give it to them either through text, or maybe through SMS. SMS text pala yun. Through Messenger, di ba? Through whatever means. Kung saan man, anong klaseng apps man yan, basta importante na bigay nyo at alam ito nung HR. Kasi otherwise, I don't think they'll be able to open your information. Di ba? So, yun lang. Yun yung pinaka-key dyan. You have to give it to them.
Ayan. So, yan naman yung big difference sa social media account. Kasi, di ba, sa social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, na kapag alam nila yung pangalan mo, madaling ma-search. So, unlike ResumeLink, kapag hindi po nila alam yung buong ResumeLink or yung link mismo ng resume mo, ay hindi po nila makikita. Ayan, so sa mga nagtatanong kung gaano ba kadali makita or gaano ba ka-private, diba, yung security ng information details ng user or job seeker. So thank you so much, Sir Kim, for clarifying. And so, Sir Kim, may mga audience po tayo na mga grade 12. Ayan, so ano po yung advantage or pros ng pag-create ng resume link as early as now?
Maraming advantages when you prepare your resume link early on. Kasi unang-una, you don't create your resume link just because you're looking for a job. Remember, you create your resume link because you have to have a file, you want to have a profile na readily available. Pagka halimbawa, may nakita kang opportunity, you can always give it na. Hindi mag-iisip ka, naku, kailangan ko i-update yung information ko. Diba yan? Isa yan. Another reason why we recommend or encourage you guys to start early with your resume link is that you continue to build your information. Diba? Mahirap yung panic mode eh. Diba? Halimbawa, job hunting season na, tapos gagawa ka ng resume link mo. Doon ka mag-iisip, ano kaya ginawa ko nung first year high school ako? Well, naging active ba ako sa org? Yung org na yun, ito yata yung ginawa ko. Or parang, ang dami mo pang kailangan halongkatin or isipin, di ba? Nung college ako, naging bibo ko sa ganyan or naging ganon. Well, for senior high school, in this case, because you're asking senior high, grade 12, di ba? Grade 8, you are also somehow ready na for employment kung pagkatapos yun ng grade 12. But I also encourage you to continue yung studies nyo sa college, take the 4-year course pa. Di ba? Pero kung talagang halimbawa, ayan na yung gusto ninyo na gawin muna for now, magtrabaho na, then by all means, you can use the resume link. So yun. Start early. You don't need to procrastinate and say, pag college ko, graduate 4 years pa naman yun, tsaka ko na yan gagawin. Di ba? Pwede rin naman. Pero magkaiba yung naghanda, yung nag-prepare through time kaysa yung biglaan mong gagawin yung resume link mo. Okay? So yun.
Ayan. So thank you so much, Sir Kim. And of course, sigurado tayo na hindi lahat ng grade 12 na to. Pero sana, syempre, hindi naman sa NA na. Pero NA natin na tuloy sila ng college, sir, diba?
Yes.
So, pero may mga, in reality, may mga grade 12 na a-apply na for jobs. Ayan. So, or, syempre, ayan, parang financial, 'di ba, help then if ever man magtuloy
Tama.
sila ng college. Ayan, so yun yung mga isa sa mga advantage po ng creating resume. Ayan, habang maaga pa. Ayan, so thank you
Tama
so much,
po.
Sir Kim. So, um, ayan, huwag po kayong mahiyang magtanong. Kung may questions po kayo, yan, feel free to post your questions sa ating comment section. And sayang naman po yung mga invite nating speakers. Pag may questions po kayo, lagay nyo lang po sa comment section. And itatanong natin sa ating speakers. So, I think wala na pong questions, Sir Kim, sa ngayon. Pero kung merong questions, ayan, nandyan lang sa Sir Kim. Pwede natin siyang tawagan anytime. So, Sir Kim, before you go backstage, meron po ba kayong final message sa ating
Ah, ano lang,
audience?
just keep trying. When you apply, huwag kayong ma-frustrate. Hindi lahat ng ina-applyan, pasado kaagad. May iba para sa inyo, may iba talagang hindi. Kahit na anong overqualified nyo sa position, yun nga, sometimes you're too good for that position. Hindi din kayo pumasa, lumampas. 'Di ba? They find someone who's a better fit for that. So huwag kayo malungkot, no? You keep trying lang, keep trying. And then just continue to update your resume link. Okay? Ayan na. Yan lang ang message ko po sa inyong nakikinig.
Thank you so much, Sir Kim. Maraming salamat po. Ayan, and kung meron kayong questions, guys, so you may send us a message sa aming Facebook, ayan, or Messenger, or if you're interested to know more about Jobs 180 Resume Link, you may visit our website. It's www.jobs180.com. Ayan, so sa website, if you'd like to create an account na, ngayon pa lang, so merong login, or kung meron na kayong account, or kung wala pa, of course, you have to register as job seeker, not as an employer. So, syempre, kung naghahanap ng trabaho, as job seeker. Ayan. So, may mga nalilito kasi. Ayan. So, para lang malinaw tayo. Ayan. So, sa ating grade 12 Rizzo, grade 12 Aquinas, kung may questions kayo, ang hirap na ng mga ano no. Dati kasi grade 12 bayaba. So, ganun lang dati. Ayan. So, kung may questions po kayo kayong mahiyang magtanong, feel free to post your questions in the comment section. So, let's move on to our next topic for today. So, a guide on how to effectively plan for your future. So, let me introduce our next second speaker. Ayan. So, in the realm of talent acquisition, Miss Chris emerges as a seasoned professional with a rich tapestry for over 14 years in recruitment, with a 4-year stint at the helm. Chris's leadership journey is marked by a diverse background from the information technology, business process, outsourcing, executive search firm, consumer, and retail industry. So, throughout her professional journey, Chrissy has not only accumulated years of experience but have also successfully recruited and filled diverse roles across all sub-business units, demonstrating her ability to navigate and fulfill staffing needs across the entire organizational spectrum. As a talent acquisition manager at CGI, she plays a pivotal role in shaping and executing the talent acquisition strategy for its dynamic organization. She also has a proven ability to design and deliver effective training programs that enhance team capabilities and contribution with the organization or with community or university partnership. So let us all welcome the talent acquisition manager of CGI, Ms. Chriselle S. Cuaresma. Hi, Miss Chrissy. Good morning.
Hi, Joyce. Good morning.
Morning, ma'am. Ma'am, so, ayan. So, your screen is up. So, if you're ready, I'll leave it to it. I'll be back after 20 minutes for the Q&A.
Okay, sure. Thank you so much, Joyce. So, good morning, everyone. I hope all of you are having a great day. I'd like to first take this opportunity to thank Jobs180.com and Philippines Women's University for inviting me as your speaker today. We have a very exciting topic, so I hope that everyone can learn something today. And after the presentation, I'll be happy to assess or answers any questions that you might have. Okay. Now, thank you again for introducing me earlier. As mentioned, my name is Chriselle S. Cuaresma, but you can call me Chrissy. I am the talent acquisition manager of CGI Philippines Inc. I'm a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Industrial and Organizational Psychology. I've been a professional in human resources with 14 years of experience in talent acquisition and also a career development speaker and mentor. So if ever you guys have any events with Jobs 180, medyo suki na ako. So I'm very happy to have these opportunities to talk and to help you guys in your career. Now, about CGI, I just want to give you an idea what my company is. So, we were founded in 1976, and CGI is known as a global IT and business process services provider. We have been recognized and acknowledged with various awards. We are among the top 8 of best workplaces in the Philippines for 2023. And we have also been certified for 3 years in a row as a great place to work. So, to learn more about the company, you can visit www.cgi.com. Okay, now back to our topic. As I mentioned earlier, this is a very exciting and very interesting topic because planning for your future career is an essential step in achieving your professional goals. So, career preparation is a proactive and intentional approach to professional development. It empowers you to take control of your career, make informed decisions, and pursue paths that lead to personal and professional fulfillment. Now, I heard that my audience today are a mix of college graduating students, fresh graduates, and people with experience. But earlier today, I was informed that there are grade 12 students, so from various strands. So thank you so much for joining the talk. As mentioned earlier in the opening remarks and by Sir Kim, this is a very good topic for you guys. Na as of now, you can already prepare for your future career. Now, talking about that, after graduating, once you finish your senior high school, once you're already prepared to take on the next level, so what's next? What steps can you make, or where do you start? So that's the usual question that you might have. No, now let us start first by differentiating between a job and a career. So, what's the difference between a job and a career? I have here some points that I'd like to highlight. First, jobs may be short lived or temporary, whereas a career is a long term pursuit that involves planning and consideration for future opportunities. A job may focus on the specific tasks at hand, while a career involves a broader perspective with the potential for growth, advancement, and skill development over time. A career emphasizes personal and professional development, often involving a strategic plan for skill acquisition, experience, and advancement. And lastly, a job is often seen as means to an end, more of an earning for a living. But a career is typically associated with a sense of purpose, passion, and fulfillment. So, as you plan for your next steps after finishing senior high school, after graduating, it is crucial to look not just for a job, but to plan for your future career. So here's a guide on how to help you navigate this exciting transition and effectively plan for your future. Let's start. First guide that I'd like to share to you is self assessment. Self assessment is a crucial component of career preparation. Why? Because it helps individuals gain a deep understanding of themselves, their strengths, their weaknesses, values, interests, and goals. So, how do you do a self assessment? First, identify your interest. Reflect on your hobbies, your passions, and activities that genuinely interest you. Ask this question: what do you really love to do? So consider the subjects or tasks that you enjoy and find fulfilling. And identifying your interest is a foundational aspect of career preparation that enhances you overall satisfaction, motivation, and success in your chosen field. So it helps you build a career that is not only financially rewarding, but also personally fulfilling. So there is a sense of satisfaction if you're doing something that you love, if you're doing something that really interests you. Okay. Now, second point in self assessment is assess your skills. Identify what are your strengths and weaknesses. Identify any skill gaps. So, assess the skills required for your chosen career. So, kung ano man yung gusto nyo na i-take na path, what are the skills required for that? And identify any gaps and plan to develop those skills through training and experience. So research the key qualities that employers are looking for. This is actually a wide range on the key skills that employers are looking for. But the main skills that they're looking for are communication and interpersonal skills, teamwork and collaboration, time management, adaptability and reliability, analytical and critical thinking, and computer skills. So as of now, that you're in your place right now, you may be a student still, or already graduating, or already graduated, or have worked already. So assess, do you have the skills already? What are the strengths that you need to practice, and what are the weaknesses that you need to train yourself or to improve yourselves on? So that, assess your skills. So assessing your skills for career preparation is essential to identify your strengths, weaknesses, and areas for improvement also. This process helps tailor your career goals, enhance your qualifications, and align your skills with the demands of your chosen profession, ultimately increasing your competitiveness in the job market. So there are a lot of competition in the market right now. What makes you stand out? So that's a question that you need to ask yourself. You need to improve, you need to assess, and you need to really do something about the skills that you have. And thirdly, under self assessment, is clarify your values. Define what are your core values and beliefs. Consider what is important to you in a workplace and in your overall career. Decide what is your priority. Search for a job that blends with your personality. So this is also important. So to look for a company, to look for a career wherein the culture will fit with your values. This is to ensure that your chosen career aligns with your personal beliefs and principles. This alignment contributes to job satisfaction, fulfillment, and a sense of purpose in your professional life. So, again, not only doing the job by itself, but doing something that you really love and with a sense of purpose. So, that is my first point or guide, the self assessment. Now, next one that I'd like to share is research and exploration. Research and exploration are critical components of career preparation because they provide individuals with valuable information and insights needed to make informed decisions about their career paths. So it's very important that you do a lot of research for you to really know and decide the best path that you will be taking. First, explore career options. Research different professions and industries. Right now, there are very diverse career options, not only very basic, but in one career, there are multiple sub unit or sub skills that are required for a specific position. So explore all those options that you might have. Explore different positions, different professions, and different industries as well in the market. Also, attend career talks like this one. So, Jobs 180 has really been a great help in conducting different seminars, workshops that might help you in your career. So, continue to attend this kind of trainings, attend job fairs, workshops, and networking events to gain insight. Next is education and training. So for those grade 12 students, I know that some of you have not you're not yet decided on the career or the course that you'll be getting. So research, do your own research. What are the courses available? What's your goal university in your career? What's the best course that you'll be taking? And also attend a lot of trainings. So stay updated on industry trends and advancements. Engage continuous learning through courses, workshops, and conferences. Never ever stop learning. So that's one of the most important thing that you can do right now as a student or as a graduate. So never ever stop learning. Thirdly is networking and mentoring. So connect with professionals in your desired field, seek informational interviews to learn more about various career paths, cultivate relationships with mentors in your industry, and attend networking events to expand your professional circle. So in networking, if you guys don't have a LinkedIn account yet, please do create one. LinkedIn is a professional social network wherein you can connect with various people from different industries, countries, wherein you can also attend trainings. There are free trainings in there. If you're looking for a job already, you can start applying through LinkedIn as well. So there you go. Okay. And third point in my guide on how you can advance with your future career is goal setting. So, setting is crucial in career preparation for several reasons. Setting clear and achievable goals provides direction, motivation, and a roadmap for individuals as they navigate their professional journeys. So you must set smart goals. So what are the smart goals that you can make or you can take? First is be specific. Clear or clearly define your goal. So what is your goal? Be specific about what you want to accomplish and why. Ask yourself this question: what exactly do I want to achieve? What are the key details of the goal? So, be very, very specific. So, that's the first one. Next one is be measurable. So, what do you mean? Measurable means establishing measurable criteria to track your progress. Define how will you measure success. So, ask yourself this question: how will I measure my progress? What are the quantifiable indicators of success? Identify what is success for you and measure what progress have you made to achieve that success that you want. So there. Next one is make achievable goals. So ensure that your goal is realistic and attainable. So it's good that you dream big, that you aim high, but make sure that it's also realistic and attainable. So consider your skills, your resources, and the time constraints regarding the goals that you have. Ask yourself, is the goal achievable given my current circumstances? Do I have the necessary resources for me to achieve this goal? So make sure that you set achievable goals. Next one is relevant. So make sure that your goal aligns with your broader objectives and is relevant to your overall purpose. Ask yourself, does this goal contribute to my long term objectives? Is this relevant to my values and priorities? So make sure that it's relevant with your skills, with your purpose, with your definition of success. So set relevant goals for yourself. And lastly, make sure that you set the time bound goals. So set a deadline for achieving your goal. Define a specific time frame to create a sense of urgency. Ask yourself, by when do I want to achieve this goal? What is the realistic timeline for competition? So this tips on how to set a goal be sure to set SMART goals. So as I mentioned, this specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So what are the example of a non-SMART and a SMART goal? A non-SMART goal is you're saying you need to improve on your professional skills. But a SMART goal is you need to complete like an online project management certification, so a training, scoring at least 90% on the final assessment within the next 6 months to enhance your qualifications for a leadership role in a company. So, very, very specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. Now, applying the SMART criteria ensures that your goals are well defined, feasible, and aligned with your overarching aspirations, increasing the likelihood of success. So please remember this 5 words. So set SMART goals. Okay, now I have here some bonus topics. These are actually the tips that I would like to share as someone from recruitment to help you with your application. So first is applying in job advertisement. So what is a job advertisement? It is also known as a job posting or a job listing. It's a formal announcement created by an employer or a hiring organization to communicate an available employment opportunity. So job advertisements are typically posted on various platforms, including company websites, job boards, social media, and other recruitment channels. And jobs180.com is actually one of the example of where you see a job advertisement. So please do so. Create a profile in jobs180.com. Okay. Now, what to do in applying for a job advertisement? Of course, you need to understand the job requirements, the responsibilities, and qualifications outlined in the advertisement. So, hindi lang tayo yung kapag nakita natin yung position title na interesting or this is your goal, this is the job that you want, then click apply na agad. So, you really need to review the job details first before applying. Make sure that you are qualified with the position, you have the skills, you have the experiences, and you are ready for the responsibilities of the role. Next is tailor your application to highlight your skills and experiences align with the specific needs of the position. So Sir Kim actually mentioned earlier that you can customize the skills that you have in your resume link in jobs180.com. This is actually part of it. You can tailor your application, add skills that are relevant to the position, hide the skills that are not so relevant, and just customize your skills and experiences that might fit with the job that you are applying for. Okay. Next one is to customize your CV and resume. A CV. So I just want to give you here a difference between a CV and a resume as well. So what is a CV? A CV or a curriculum vitae is a longer academic diary that includes all your experiences, certificates, and publications. Meanwhile, a resume is a one-page summary of your experience and background relevant to the job that you are applying to. So it's not actually that important. For us in recruitment, you can either submit your CV or your resume. So it's up to you on which for you caters or presents more of yourself or your capabilities. Now, what are the tips on customizing your CV and resume? So Sir Kim actually got into this earlier already. So he gave us a lot of tips already on how to customize or create a very good profile in your resume link in jobs180.com. So I'd like to add on that. First, modify your CV or resume to emphasize relevant skills and experiences for a particular job. Next, keep your resume ATS or applicant tracking system friendly. Avoid glaring fonts or color or design. And lastly, use keywords from the job description to make your resume stand out to applicant tracking systems. So these are actually some basic tips that can help you in your in building in your resume or CV. Okay. And lastly, so this is actually my forte. So, what are the tips that I can share in attending interviews? I have here three stages. So, pre interview, before the interview itself, and post the interview or after the interview. Let's start first with pre interview. First is research about the company industry, location, and competition. Why is this important? Of course, you need to be prepared. You really you need to make them believe that you're really interested in the position that you're applying for. So when you're applying and you don't have any idea about the company, the industry of the company, and the location, so this is one of the red flags with HR or with recruiters. So do your own research first before attending an interview. Next is get the complete details for the interview. So schedule what is the date, what is the day within the week, what is the time, and make sure that you also get what kind of platform or setup. Is it a face-to-face interview? Is it a phone call? Is it a video call via Microsoft Teams meeting or Zoom or Google Meets? So get this information before the interview. Next one is review the job description and desired qualifications. If you can also print this out so that you can have it handy before the interview, review it. Make sure that you cater your skills that are matched with the job description and qualifications that the employers are looking for. Next is review your resume. So make sure that you know your own details, your skills, so that when the interviewer asks you, you know how to answer. So your educational background, your experiences for grade 12 students. So what are the activities that you've been part of in your school? Are there any organizations that are involved right now? Have you done any immersion internship or any research paper or thesis? So make sure that you review those details before your interview. And this is very important. Clean up your digital presence. So this is that tip that I'd like to share, especially for grade 12 students. So most of us, we're not very careful in our social media accounts. We post anything because it's our freedom. We can do anything in our own platform. But some employers, they do their own research. What kind of person is this portraying in their digital platform? So make sure to clean up. You might probably need to review what is your status, what kind of cover photo, your profile picture. Make sure that it's respectable, it's professional. Well, so that when an employer researches about you, so you're portraying and you're selling yourself as someone professional and ready to take on a role with their company. So make sure to clean up your digital presence. Now, how about during the interview? So what are you going to do while you're in the interview already? First, be on time. This is very, very important. Make sure that you join on time. If it's possible, arrive in the office of the interview on time before the schedule. So if your interview is at 10 a.m., don't arrive at 10 a.m. exactly because you need to prepare yourself. Or you might be late. So make sure that you're about an hour or 30 minutes earlier, or kahit 5 to 10 minutes, just to make sure that you have ample time to prepare yourself. Make a good first impression. So Once you enter the interview, once you shake hands with the interviewer, make sure that you make a good first impression. So, not only with the interviewer, but the people who will be accommodating you. So, the guard, the receptionist, everyone who is part of the company. So, make a first good impression. Next is prepare your pitch. So earlier, Sir Kim showed you like a video, no, that you can upload in jobs180.com. So prepare your pitch because that will be part of the question. So tell me something about yourself. Tell me about your background. Make sure that you prepare this speech prior to the interview. And try to identify the intention behind the question. Don't just answer the question agad-agad. Make sure that you think first. There is a reason why they're asking this. There is a reason behind that question. So make sure to identify the intention first. As I mentioned, think first, answer second, clarify if needed, if the question is not clear, and avoid any negative statements. So avoid giving negative statements about your school, about your previous professor, about your previous experiences and companies. This is also a red flag for HR, for recruiters. So avoid giving negative statements. And lastly, this is actually important as well. Answer honestly, never lie, or stretch the truth. So minsan sa sobrang gusto nating i-sell yung sarili natin, we tend to oversell ourselves. So make sure that you answer honestly. The right job will come when you're really fit for the job. You don't need to lie or stretch the truth about yourself. Now, after that, so bakit kailangan na meron pa tayong gawin after the interview? First is, ask the interviewer questions about the role or the company. Next steps of the interview process. So during the interview, you will be asked by the interviewer, do you have any questions for me? So this is your best time for you to ask questions about the position, what are the role, what is the role, do you have any clarifications about the responsibilities, you want to know more about the company, you want to know the next steps of the interview process. So these are the questions for that kind of question from the interviewer. And then show your high interest and motivation about the role. So really, from the first impression up to the last, make sure that you show your interest about the position. And next is recall questions during the interview and the answers that you provided. So this is your time para magmuni-muni. So reflect. Dun sa question na yon, did you give your best answer? Or baka meron pa na best answer that you can give for that. You can do your research so that on your next interview, you can be better. So you know na kung paano siya sagutin. So ask yourself, how could you have answered better regarding the question? So those are my tips regarding attending interviews. Now, that actually ends my presentation. First, I'd like to invite all of you to connect with us. We have here the jobs180.com /CGI careers. So log in to your jobs180.com account and visit our platform in CGI in the Philippines. If you guys, I already mentioned about this earlier, if you guys have a LinkedIn account or will create a LinkedIn account, you can connect with me. So my LinkedIn account is Chriselle or Chrissy Cuaresma. And you can also screenshot, take a photo of this QR code, hashtag Terasa CGI, be part of the one of the best places to work in the Philippines. So our opportunities are posted in our CGI careers page or cgi.enjoin.com. You can also follow us in CGI Pilipinas in Instagram and CGI in the Philippines in Facebook or simply CGI via LinkedIn. So that's it. I'd like to thank everyone again for giving me this opportunity to talk. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have right now. Thank you.
Ayan, so apologies. Thank you so much, Miss Chrissy, for discussing and yung how to effectively plan for our future. Ayan, so to our audience, we are now opening the floor for questions. So if you have questions po regarding the topic, so ang ganda ng topic ni Miss Chrissy, ayan, huwag na kayong mayang magtanong. This is your chance to ask, guys. So sayang naman kung palalampasin natin yan. So again, kung nahihiya kayong magtanong, we can ask our teachers, ayan na, i-post yung inyong question sa comment. Ayan, ay, apologies, Miss Chrissy, can you please show the QR code again daw po? Ayan.
Okay, sure.
And of course, we'd like to, ayan, acknowledge Sir Freddy Reyes of PWU. Ayan. And of course, the PWU scholars. Ayan, hello, if you're watching. Ayan, so thank you for watching. There. Ayan, so while you're guys scanning yan yung QR ni CGI, so please feel free to post your questions ayan sa ating comment section. Again, kung nahihiya kayo, pwede niyong idaan kina Miss Teen, Miss Louise, Sir John, sa mga grade 12 teachers na nandyan kasama ninyo sa room. Ayan, so please post your questions to the comment section. Ayan, so while waiting for questions, Miss Chrissy, ako na po muna ang magtatanong. Ayan, so nag-ready ako ng ilang questions. Ayan, so first question, Miss, is there a timeline in planning or creating our future? Or if there is, what are some effective techniques po for creating one and maintaining a realistic timeline for achieving our future goals?
Mm-hmm. Actually, it depends on what level are you in right now. So for our grade 12 students, start planning now. This is actually a good opportunity for you to start. Why? Because after graduating or finishing grade 12, you'll be ready to take on your college level. So make sure that you choose the right school, choose the right course, choose the right major. Make sure that this is really aligned with your interest, and really aligned with the career that you're aiming. So aside from that, um, it depends on your goal. It depends on your definition of success. So if success for you is graduating, starting your own business, then it's a very different timeline for you. So you need to start customizing your business case or business plan already, as of now, and then set a year on when you are targeting to start that business. If you're targeting to be a manager at when you're employed, so make sure that you perform well. So during your first job, make sure that you go above and beyond that what is asked and required of you. This is actually one of the things that you need to prepare for a promotion, or if you're aiming for an increase. So make sure that you're not only doing your job well, but you're actually doing something that is more than what is expected from you. So that if you're aiming for promotion, so different timelines, different approach, depends on how you define your success.
Ayan, so thank you so much, ma'am, for answering that question. Kasi, in reality, 'di ba? So, pag behind ka or kahit kanino i-compare mo sa classmates mo or sa kakilala mo, 'di ba? Parang may nararamdaman tayong down or may moments na next
Yes.
tayo pa, 'di ba? So, kaya tinitingnan natin, meron bang timeline
Mm-hmm.
sa future
Yeah.
or sa
And
success?
yes, don't pressure yourself too much. Everyone has their own timeline. So don't pressure yourself too much na kapag hindi mo na-meet yung goal mo, parang sobrang demotivated ka na, nawala ka na ng gana. Take that opportunity. So take that as an opportunity to assess yourselves. So ano pa yung pwede mong gawin to improve, or baka hindi naman talaga para sa atin yung goal na sinaset natin. We might revisit our goals. So baka yung skills natin is hindi talaga aligned dun sa ini-aim natin. So really step back. Yun, I mentioned earlier, look for a good network, look for a mentor who can guide you. It may be a family member, a previous professor, a colleague, someone that you can look up to. So to guide you, to talk to. So ganyan.
Thank you so much, Miss Prissy. Ayan. So, magkaiba tayo ng path. Ayan, di ba? Kaya nga magkaiba
Yes.
yung pangalan natin. Magkaiba tayo
Yes.
ng pagkatao kasi nga, iba-iba tayo ng path, iba-iba tayo ng future ng hinaharap. Ayan. So, hindi porket yan na yung sa tingin mo, baka akala mo si Lee Min Ho yung para sa'yo, hindi pala, si Lee Jun. Mga ganong bagay. Di ba? So, um, ayan. So, huwag mawalan ng pag-asa. Though talagang may times na mahirap. Ayan. So, may
Mhm.
lubak. Ayan. Pero doon lang tayo sa
Yeah.
daan. Daang tuwid. Ayan.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Prissy.
And also
Um,
be patient. So be
yes.
patient with the timing. Be patient. Sabi ko nga kanina, just continue learning. So there.
All right. Thank you, thank you. So, another question, Miss Prissy. Um, Ayan, so bawat galaw ngayon, especially sa panahon ngayon, sa era ngayon, kailangan ng money, 'di ba? Kailangan ng pera. Ayan. So, what role does financial planning po play in ensuring a secure future? And what are some
Mhm.
effective approaches to financial goal setting?
Mhm. Okay. Actually, this is let's face it, this is our reality. So, if you have limited resources, hindi siya ganun kadali. If your goal is very high, pero yun nga, hindi naman namimit yung resources that you have right now. So it's a really challenging and difficult situation that you can be in. With terms of financial, I'm not an expert on that. But my tip is to really align your goals, your path, your career with your situation. Plan. So write your plan. As of now, what's your status? What are your plans to improve your status? What are your plans to improve your finances? So do you have anything that can add up to your resources right now? Or is there anyone that can help you with your preparation and your planning right now? So more of that.
Thank you, ma'am. Follow-up question. May ano naman siya, in case po nagkaroon ng problem financially or anything, um, kung ano man bagay. So how important it is po to be like resilient and adaptable in navigating changes
Mm-hmm.
or setbacks in the future.
Yeah. Ayun, you mentioned it about you mentioned the answer already. So, be resilient lang. If there will be a lot. So ngayon pa lang, students, be prepared. There will be a lot of blocks. There will be a lot of failures. There will be a lot of mistakes that you'll be facing. But take this as an opportunity to learn, an opportunity to change something in you, an opportunity to grow. So out of these situations, makikita mo na lang that someday you'll be stronger, you'll be better, because you learned something, because you faced those situations. So there, never be afraid to fail, never be afraid to make mistakes in your when you're looking for a job. Don't be demotivated if you fail multiple times. The right job will be with you at the right time. So timing lang talaga, so just trust the timing. And while waiting for it, don't just like chill. Don't just wait. So wait is actually an action word. While waiting, ano yung mga proactively na pwede nating gawin. So if while you're waiting, you can attend a lot of trainings. You can go back to different seminars, workshops of jobs180.com. You can research. There are a lot of boot camps available in the market right now. So while waiting, try to improve on yourself. So there.
Tsaka hindi na uso yung si Juan na maghihintay na lang na mahulog yung bunga ng
Yes.
bayabas. So,
Yes.
'di ba? You have to work hard for it kung talagang
Mhm.
you have goals and or plans.
Yep.
Miss Chrissy also mentioned yung importance or yung benefits of seeking advice or mentorship po, no? When planning for one's future. So, um, how can individuals like find suitable mentors or advisors? So, kahit yung mga simpleng hindi naman simpleng tao or yung tao or nakasalamuha mo, like for example your teachers, 'di ba? So
Mhm.
actually help sila big help sila,
Mhm.
mapapaisip ka na lang.
Yes.
Nare-remember ko may mga teachers, 'di ba, na ang galing magsalita or hindi naman
Mhm.
inuuto ka pero malaking impact
Mhm.
um
Mm.
sa buhay ng ng mga students, ayan. So
Mhm. Yeah.
thank you.
Surround yourself with the people who can help you.
Mhm.
So, yun nga, choose the right people to surround you. So, for me, mentoring is not only from someone na mataas, someone na parang mas matanda. For me kasi, we can learn from different types of people. We can learn from those younger than us because right now they're very ano no very diverse. They have a lot of opinions. They have a lot of knowledge. So especially in technology, and then look for people in your own age who can help you in your journey. So someone same wavelength mo that you can share, that you can actually get motivations or help or support, and then those people that are ahead of you who has more wisdom than you. So those are the people that we can surround ourselves with.
Yes, correct, Miss Greasy. And one thing parang I realized as I grow older, is really to have parang like solid support system. Very, very helpful, guys, na meron kayo
Mm-hmm.
malakas na support system talaga na whatever happens, 'di ba? Merong sasalo, merong sasandalan. So, very important 'yan lalo na sa panahon ngayon na
Yeah.
sadly maraming nagsasuicide, they take their own lives kasi nga hindi kayang stress or mahina yung support system. Ayan, so
Mm-hmm.
ayan. So, ngayon pa lang, so let's um, look for people na susuportahan ka, 'di ba? Ayan, so
Correct. Correct. Yeah.
parang paano na tayo, pa-drama na. Pero very, very important siya sa especially in reality and in
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
reality. And so thank you so much, Miss Chrissy. One last question. With the advancement of technology today, Miss Chrissy, how can we leverage technology and tools to aid in like future planning process?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, grab what's available in the market right now. So as I mentioned earlier, no, so make sure that you are updated kung ano yung mga advancement in the market. So industry trends and advancement. If you're not too techy, so it's okay. Do your research. So really research about it. There are a lot of information available in online right now. So watch videos, research how you can improve in this technology. So especially yun nga, if your skills are not too techy, and um, one of the skills that companies or employers are looking for are computer skills. So computer skills in a sense that you're familiar with different navigations and platforms. You know how to open an email, Outlook, how to use Microsoft Windows, how to navigate different applications. So also improve on your typing skills ngayon pa lang. It will be a really big help in your career that yeah, you know how to navigate a computer already. So yeah, make yourself updated, and train yourself, learn and learn and learn.
All right. So thank you so much. Ay, may question tayo from
Yes.
Sir Duncan de
Contad.
Lafu. So, paano ko malalaman ang kumpanya ko na pinag-a-applyan ay pangit ang treatment ng employees nila?
There is no way pa to completely know, no?
Unless you're in
Malalaman, yes, malalaman mo na lang talaga kapag nandun ka na. But there are ways. Uh, do your research. Sabi ko nga, parang paulit-ulit. Do your own research. Go to their social media platforms. Stalk kung meron bang mga comments doon na hindi maganda. Research in the internet. There are platforms wherein employees actually log in, leave their comments about the companies. And if you have a LinkedIn account, connect with people from that company, get a feedback about how's their experience. If you have any connections, you know someone personally from that company, so ask them questions about that. So, but there is no really like a way para malaman natin completely kung ano yung culture ng company unless you're onboarded already.
We
But
cannot.
also, yeah, to add, no, give that company a chance. Baka naman, yun nga, baka hindi lang maganda talaga yung marketing nila, yung how they present themselves digitally. Pero once you come in, sobrang okay pala yung treatment sa mga employees. And if hindi man maganda yung treatment sa employees, remember this, guys. Hindi naman kayo nag-work for them. So you're not working for those employees, you're not working for your boss. You're working to really have that experience, enhance your skills, improve, and also gain the experiences that you need for your career. So if hindi man maganda yung treatment from the company, meron at meron eh. Parang in my experience, hindi mawawala na may hindi magandang experience tayo sa companies, but there is no perfect company. You just need to like check yourself. How can you respond in certain situations, and what can you learn about those situations? So that's my tip. What don't Let's not be too judgmental about the company before joining them.
All right. Thank you so much, ma'am, for answering. Ayan, so, Sir Duncan, I hope na-answer ni Miss PC ang iyong question. So, kung wala ng questions, ayan, so thank you so much, PWU. And Miss PC, before you go backstage, before you leave, meron po ba kayong final message sa ating PWU audience?
Yeah, actually, parang nabanggit ko na din lahat.
Ay, ma'am,
And,
sorry, meron pang pahabol na
sorry.
question. Ayan, kung okay lang pong i-answer.
Mhm.
Ayan, so from
Well,
Miss Anya Isabel, what's the best way to start freelancing as an artist?
okay. As an artist, so hindi gano'n kadali yung path na isang artist, no? You need to prepare yourself. Of course, if you really believe that you're good at what you're doing, that's great. Next is enhance kung ano pa yung pwede mong gawin as an artist. What is your forte ba? Is it in photography? Is it in drawing, painting, or marketing, or digital? So improve on that skill. Freelancing, build a lot of connections, so that's where you'll get clients, that's where you'll get your customers. There are times that your connections will parang abusuhin tayo. Pero yeah, just promote yourself, be visible. If you have a portfolio, prepare that portfolio to present. Make sure that you have a good presence in the digital platform as well. You cater your portfolio. What are your skills? So what can you do? So what are the offers that you can make for them? So there, make good connections and make sure that you have good digital presence.
Okay, so thank you so much, Miss PC. So Ayan, so thank you so much, Ms. Zania, for ayan, asking. Ayan, so yan. So naputol tayo kanina, ma'am. Your final message sa ating PWU audience.
Yeah. So final message is whatever your planning is, whatever your goal is, trust in the process, trust in the timing. It may not be now, it may not always be a yes to all our goals, to all our plans. There might be a lot of no's with that we will face. There may be some answers like wait. Wait in terms of, as I mentioned earlier, wait is an action word. So you need to do something to improve on yourselves first. So just trust that timing and that purpose, and never ever give up on yourself. You are not alone on this. Make sure you surround yourself with the right people, with good people who can support you to achieve your career goals. So that's it. Thank you so much. I appreciate really the time that you've given me for this topic also. Thank you.
Ayan, may question na, may nag-opt na naman ng question, Miss Chrissy. Ayan, so last na, ma'am, habang hindi nandiyan ka pa. Ayan, so question
Mm-hmm.
is it okay to apply in any companies that's not related to your pursuing course?
Okay. It's okay, pero it will be hard. So hindi siya gano'n kadali. Kaya ngayon pa lang, make sure that your course is aligned na. Pero if you see naman that you have the skills required for the position that you're applying for, then go ahead. I know a lot of people who are changing their career paths. They're pursuing positions that are not related to the course that they took, and they're successful. So it depends on how you really train yourself, how you expose yourself to be prepared for the position, and if it's really something that you like, that interests you, that you really love to do, why not? So yes, it's okay.
Thank you so much, Miss Chrissy, and thank you so much, Miss Kirsten, for asking. That's correct. Ako nga, psychology graduate. Look at me, diba? Hindi nga lang successful. Ayan. Thank you so much, Miss Chrissy. Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your time, your knowledge, and expertise this morning. And of course, we are looking forward to having you again in our future events or webinars po. Have a blessed day ahead. Thank you so much, Miss Chrissy.
Mhm.
Maraming salamat, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Ayan. So, for those who are interested to join and apply at CGI, you may visit or you may submit your resume link at ayan, www.thechops180.com/CGIPH careers. Again, that's www.thechops180.com/CGIPH careers. Yung link na nag-run sa ilalim ng screen natin. Ayan. So, pwede nyo i-visit yung link na yan. Or you may visit our website for more career opportunities. Visit www.thechops180.com. Ayan, so wow. All I can say is first time ko to attending webinars like this. So this would really help me hindi lang in looking for jobs, no? But in many ways. Ayan. So very helpful. Thankful tayo sa mga speakers natin na meron tayo this morning. You guys agree? Nag-agree kayo kasi wala kayong attendance. Bakit kayo nag-agree? Ayan, so to our audience, thank you so much for attending. And we hope that you have learned from this webinar. Which will be useful to you in your journey to the world of work. And of course, we hope you enjoyed the session. This session. And if you have additional questions, please do not hesitate to send us a message sa aming Facebook page or email us at info@jobs180.com. So we are at the end of our program. So to give us the closing remarks, may we invite Mr. Alfredo B. Reyes, the Vice President of External Affairs Office of Philippine Women's University, to give us the closing remarks.
Hello and good morning to everybody.
Hi, sir. Good morning. Yes, we can hear you. Po.
Okay, great. So as we wrap up this morning's webinar, I want to express my gratitude on behalf of PWU to jobs180.com, led by, of course, our friend Mr. King Chua, with his usual rejoinder about his name to not confuse it with a more popular showbiz personality. and Ms. Joyce Katakutan Cole for organizing today's seminar. Our partnership with jobs180.com has been since 2013, and it's always been a pleasure. And we're grateful for the career activities that have helped our students develop their skills and prepare for their future endeavors. The resume link, which was a really good innovation back then, I think continues to be a great resource for students and for our alumni in forging and planning their career path as they move on. So thank you also to Ms. Chrissy of CGI for sharing her valuable time and expertise with our students. Thank you to Ms. Christine Tin Meron, the head of our guidance office, for working and collaborating on this project. And lastly, to our PWU tertiary students and JASAM's Quezon City students and teachers, including the grade 12 Rosus teachers, Teacher John Nunas, Teacher Lorevisa Katwiran, as well as our grade 12 Aquinas teachers, Teachers Marks Carlos Sol, and Teacher Diane Gutierrez. I hope this webinar has given you valuable insights that you can use in your future endeavors. Thank you to the team, headed also by Mr. Horacio John Gutierrez, Ms. Marie Bactol, and Ms. Geraldine Somera for working and coordinating with these activities with jobs180.com. So good luck to everybody. And once again, thank you. And we look forward to doing more projects with jobs180.com in the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sir Freddy. Maraming salamat po. Again, for Trust and Jobs 180 to Paris events. We look forward po sa mas maraming events pa with PWU. Thank you so much,
Of
sir.
course. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So there you have it, guys. We are done with the talk proper and successfully tackled all the topics assigned for today's session. So please do not forget to evaluate this event. So the link is so the link is flashed on your screen. So you can also scan the QR code and it's also available at the comment section. So the evaluation will also serve as your attendance for today's session. So upon evaluating, and so magsaserve din siya as attendance for today's session para makita kung sino yung nag-evaluate. So yeah, i-ano din siya as attendance. So thank you so much for attending and staying all throughout the event. And of course, we would like also to thank PWU, especially Ms. Louise, Sir John, Sir Freddy, sa lahat po ng PWU team. Ayan, sa Guidance and Counseling Testing Office, Career and Placement Office, maraming salamat. We hope that we have imparted insightful things that would help your students as they embark on their journey to the world of work. So please watch out for the next set of webinars we are going to host for. And please do not forget to check our Facebook page. And please do not hesitate to join for our future sessions too. In conclusion, ayan, so we would like to leave you with this thought. Your career is a journey and each day is an opportunity to build your path to success. So take what you've learned here today and use it as a stepping stone to reach your goals. So remember, the key to a successful career is continuous learning, resilience, and a passion for what you do. So go out there, pursue your dreams, and make a difference. So thank you so much for joining us, and I wish you all the best in your career building endeavors. So the program has been concluded. This is your host, Joyce Katakutan Kole. We will see you soon and have a great afternoon. Thank you, everyone.
Hi! Welcome to Manulife IT Delivery Centres Asia, or MIT-DC. This is also MIT-DC. This is a MIT-DC office. We'll get to meet each other either here or virtually. They are MIT-DC. And they're MIT-DC. They're MIT-DC. He's also MIT-DC. They like to pair program. You'll be working with them and with other people across Asia, Canada and North America as part of Manulife, a leading global financial services provider. Today, I'd like to introduce our high-performing team engagement framework. It is key to ensuring that MIT-DC is an enjoyable, rewarding and productive place to work. The framework is made up of 5 key elements. 1. A psychologically safe, accountable and productive environment, powered by Kaizen. 2. Management accountability, leaders listening and taking action on your feedback. 3. Shared values and a strategic understanding of our purpose in the company. 4. The employee needs hierarchy that ensures that you not only have what you need to do your work, but also recognition, a happy team dynamic, and individual growth. And finally, 5. Our engagement pulse check, or the Gallup survey, whose 36 questions ask, are our people leaders living up to their commitments? Let's go into each in a little more detail. A psychologically safe environment means that MIT-DC fosters an open workplace that encourages feedback. We express our ideas. We ask and give help. We act with integrity and learn from our mistakes. Kaizen is our methodology for this. Management accountability means that company leaders will listen, confirm, and action feedback at both an individual team and MIT-DC-wide level. Through Gallup, employee focus groups, town halls, retrospectives, and the daily performance dialogue. We're here to listen. We're here to act. It's important to have a strategic understanding of our purpose in the company. Our shared Manulife values were co-created with employees globally. Our values guide how we do our work. The employee needs hierarchy ensures that not only are basic needs met, but also individual recognition, a happy team dynamic, and personal growth opportunities. These are part of your needs that Manulife passionately works on with you every day. And lastly, we have the Engagement Pulse Check, or Gallup poll, whose 36 questions are directly linked to our framework. And, as always, you can give us open feedback too. This allows us to improve and action at both an individual and collective team level. The format follows an agreement scale that goes from strongly agree to strongly disagree. The result is a measure of our engagement relative to other teams and the industry. So that's our high-performing team engagement framework in a nutshell. We're quite excited to hear from you. Until then, remember, we're getting better every day. Bye!